Have you ever stopped to think about the sheer magnitude of humanity's impact on this planet we call home? I mean, really let that thought sink in for a moment. We're not just talking about a few footprints in the sand or a couple of plastic bottles littering the beach. No, my friends. Our presence on Earth has left an indelible mark that stretches far beyond what most of us could ever imagine. From the moment our ancestors first walked the Earth, we've been shaping and reshaping the world around us. With every step, every tool, and every innovation, we've altered the delicate balance of nature, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. And as our population has grown and our technologies have advanced, our impact has only become more profound. Think about it. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the land we cultivate, all of it has been touched by human hands. We've cleared vast swaths of forests, dammed mighty rivers, and even reshaped the very contours of the Earth itself. And while some of these changes have undoubtedly brought progress and prosperity, they've also come at a cost that we're only beginning to truly understand. So whether you're an environmentalist, a scientist, or simply someone who cares about the future of our planet, this topic is worth exploring. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together, and the choices we make today will echo through generations to come. As we delve deeper into the topic, it's crucial to understand the myriad ways in which human activities have profoundly and often detrimentally impacted the environment and the myriad species that share our planet. Let's break down some of the most significant challenges. One of the most pervasive impacts of human activity is habitat destruction. Whether through deforestation for agriculture, urban development, or mining, humans have altered or destroyed vast swaths of natural habitats. This destruction not only displaces countless species, but also fragments ecosystems, making it difficult for wildlife to find food, mates, and shelter. For instance, more than 99% of tall grass prairies in the U.S. have been lost, drastically reducing the habitats available for native species. Global warming, driven largely by the burning of fossil fuels, is another significant threat. Rising temperatures and changing weather patterns are altering the habitats that many species have evolved to thrive in. This shift forces species to migrate, adapt, or face extinction. The UN report highlights that global warming is now a major driver of wildlife decline, pushing species like the Bengal tiger towards extinction. Pollution in its many forms, chemical, plastic, noise, and light, has far-reaching effects on the environment. Chemicals from pesticides and industrial waste contaminate water sources, harming aquatic life and the animals that depend on these ecosystems. Plastic pollution, particularly in oceans, poses a deadly threat to marine life, from entanglement to ingestion. Noise and light pollution disrupt the natural behaviors of many species, affecting their ability to hunt, mate, and navigate. Human overexploitation of natural resources, including overfishing, logging, and hunting, has led to the decline of numerous species. Overharvesting not only threatens the targeted species, but also disrupts entire ecosystems. For example, industrial whaling has altered the diets of killer whales, leading to a decline in populations of sea lions, seals, and otters. Humans have also introduced exotic species to new environments, often with devastating effects. These invasive species can outcompete native species for resources, introduce new diseases, and disrupt local ecosystems. The brown tree snake, for instance, has caused numerous extinctions on Pacific islands by preying on native birds and other small animals. Human activities such as agriculture, urbanization, and even tourism have significantly disrupted the natural movement patterns of wildlife. Animals are forced to travel greater distances to find food and mates or to avoid human disturbances, which can lead to increased energy expenditure and reduced survival rates. A study found that a third of all species change their movement patterns by 20 to 50% in response to human disturbances, with some species altering their movements by over 50%. These challenges are interconnected and compound each other, creating a complex web of environmental degradation that threatens the very fabric of life on Earth. Addressing these issues requires a comprehensive and coordinated effort to mitigate human impact and preserve the planet's biodiversity for future generations. To truly grasp the extent of humanity's impact on the environment, let's explore some specific examples: deforestation, pollution, and climate change. These issues not only highlight the severity of the problem but also underscore the interconnectedness of our actions and their consequences. Deforestation is one of the most visible and destructive human activities affecting the planet. Forests, which cover approximately 31% of the Earth's land area, are being cleared at an alarming rate for agriculture, urban development, and resource extraction. This practice has far-reaching consequences. For instance, the Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the Earth, is a critical carbon sink, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide. However, deforestation is turning these vital ecosystems into net emitters of carbon, exacerbating climate change. Additionally, forests are home to more than 80% of terrestrial species, and their destruction leads to habitat loss, pushing countless species towards extinction. The loss of biodiversity not only disrupts ecosystems, but also affects human communities that rely on these forests for their livelihoods and food security. Pollution, in its many forms, is another significant threat to the environment. Chemical pollution from industrial activities contaminates air, water, and soil, posing severe health risks to both humans and wildlife. For example, ocean plastic pollution has reached crisis levels, with millions of tons of plastic waste harming marine life. Animals often ingest plastic debris, mistaking it for food, which can lead to injury, starvation, and death. Moreover, pollutants like pesticides and heavy metals accumulate in the food chain, affecting entire ecosystems and human health. Noise and light pollution also disrupt the natural behaviors of many species, impacting their ability to hunt, mate, and navigate. Climate change is perhaps the most pervasive and long-term challenge we face. Driven primarily by burning fossil fuels and deforestation, climate change is causing global temperatures to rise, leading to a cascade of environmental impacts. Melting ice caps and glaciers contribute to rising sea levels, threatening coastal communities and ecosystems. Weather patterns change results in more frequent and severe extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, droughts, and heat waves, which can devastate communities and economies. Additionally, climate change affects the distribution and behavior of species, forcing many to migrate to new areas or face extinction. For example, warmer temperatures are altering the habitats of polar bears and other Arctic species, pushing them toward the brink of survival. These examples illustrate human activity's profound and multifaceted impact on the environment. Addressing these challenges requires a concerted effort from individuals, communities, and governments worldwide to adopt sustainable practices and mitigate the damage we have caused. As we reach the end of this video, it's essential to recognize the profound interconnectedness of all life on Earth. Every action we take, no matter how small, ripples through the intricate web of ecosystems that sustain us. From the tiniest microorganisms to the largest mammals, every species plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of our planet. This interconnectedness means that the degradation of one part of the environment inevitably affects the whole. The urgent need for change has never been more apparent. We must act now to protect our planet, not just for ourselves, but for all the life forms that share this Earth with us. In summary, we've explored the significant ways human activities have negatively impacted the environment, from deforestation and pollution to climate change. These actions have led to habitat destruction, loss of biodiversity, and severe disruptions to natural processes. The examples we've discussed highlight the urgent need for a collective effort to mitigate these impacts. By understanding the interconnectedness of all life on Earth, we can appreciate the importance of preserving our environment for future generations. Now it's time to reflect on your own impact on the planet. What steps can you take to reduce your environmental footprint? Share your thoughts and ideas in the comments section below. Let's start a conversation about how we can all contribute to a healthier, more sustainable world. As Rachel Carson once said, "But man is a part of nature, and his war against nature is inevitably a war against himself." With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.